Hello. Sorry, let me get this working out here, guys. Hey, Kylie. Alright. Gotta turn all my notifications off, guys. I'm gonna get this to work, huh? So how is everybody? Hope you're doing well. Hey, ABC. Just like with Andrew, I'm gonna give everybody about 5 minutes to come in. And stuff like that. Hey, Dana. Please excuse me, guys. I may look over here every once in a while. I'm not ignoring you or Wander. I have all my notes right here. There's a lot to this gentleman, and so I'm just not able to keep everything in my head. So I had to definitely take some notes and stuff like that. So yeah, so please forgive me. Hey, so is everybody excited? So raise your hand if you currently know, or if you always knew before I even announced that, who Wander was. And it's straight up orange juice, guys. Don't worry, I won't get drunk while Wander's on. I have to say, I am breaking Wander's Instagram live interview cherry. Yes. He hasn't done a live interview on Instagram before, so yay! I get to be the first. Well, now you do, Hunter. All those book covers you see with those gorgeous men and women on it, now you know where they come from. Most of them, at least. Yeah, AB, I knew you did because you did Andrew's and Michelle's cover. I was going through back over the pictures and everything just to, I don't know, I guess research. And my husband was sitting here. I was like, "Oh, honey, look, this is the one of Andrew and Michelle," and it was the one you did. But I was like, she is so gorgeous. She looks like Marilyn Monroe in one of those photos. Like, it's insane. So, and then of course, Wander himself is a model as well. And as you'll see, he is. And as you'll see in this interview, there's other things about him that you may have not known. So, like I said, we're going to give him a couple minutes. Let's see, I'll make sure. I'm going to I'm turning stuff off, guys, so it doesn't interrupt. Oh, yeah, this looks a lot better than I thought. My night light was on my phone. So, hopefully, you know, my kids are in the background. It's, hey, I don't want to go to bed till 8:30. Yep. Yeah, let's give him a couple more minutes. But yeah, I was looking through his pictures. And they've got some of young Andrew and, well, younger. Sorry, it's with his haircut, where his haircut is really short, and so he looks like really young. I got my clock going too. And I did give him a note that may take some viewer questions, so just a heads up on that. I'll let you guys know. I have about 13 questions for myself. He may answer a couple at the same time. I got some fun questions. So yeah. Hey, Sam. I'm going to give him one more minute. And then, like I said, he's relatively new to the interview process on Instagram. So let's see if I can do this right. Help him out. The interviews I've seen so far are like through magazines and stuff like that. So I don't know how many lives he's done anywhere. So hopefully I don't freak him out or scare him off of interviews or be like, I am never doing amateur. All right, let me invite him. Oh, okay. He's got to get on. I'm gonna have to type him. May take a little bit, guys. Give me just a minute. He may, I don't know which account he's following me on. He is actually following me. I just don't know which account. He's got a personal account and a regular, or a marketing account. So I don't know which one he's following me on. The cool thing is that I've been working with his assistant, and she actually lives not too far from me and works not too far from me. So that's really cool. So I may end up, if we can't figure it out, or if we're missing each other, I may have to get a hold of his assistant. Okay. All right. All right, I have invited him.
Hello. Hello.
How are you, sir?
Good. How are you? I'm just gonna get some better lighting here, okay? I'll wait for my dogs because it's crazy. Let's see what's the best lighting here.
Yeah, what are their names again?
Is it better?
Yeah. Oh, it's better. Yeah, absolutely.
Because the light is not that good here, and the dog's gonna be barking, so I'll be
right.
here. How are you? You have all the good lighting, and you look like to you.
Oh, thank you. I've been practicing.
Actually, I'm gonna go to the studio. We have like a better lighting over there. I'm gonna put the studio lighting. It's much better.
I feel like
Let me be in the studio.
You got so much light.
I put in the studio lighting. The studio is gonna be better than this lighting here because it's very dark. Give me a second.
I don't think there's any bad lighting for you. I'll be honest.
Oh,
so
yes, we need lighting because it's dark right now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Let me try this light here. See if that's gonna work. This not red, for sure not red. I think, is this better?
It is.
Yeah, it's way better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll sit down here, and I'm gonna be in the studio. So I'm ready.
Wonderful.
If the reflection of my eyes bother you guys, let me know.
Okay, we'll let you know. I'm sure we're good though. All right, so everybody who's on here is unfamiliar with Wander. Wander is a photographer. He does mostly beauty, fashion, editorial, and fine art. Lately, though, you would see why I'm interviewing him is he does a ton of romance cover book model shoots and stuff like that. I did an interview with Andrew Biernot, which is one that he does a lot. But that's not really where you got started, though. You are Brazilian born, correct?
Yes, Brazilian born. My background, I'm civil engineer. So I work like in construction. Then I was engineer for quite so long. That's why I graduated college. And I have been modeling since I was 16 as well. And that was like translating to photography as well. But yeah, I have been doing photos, over 30 years almost. Yeah.
But you're also a painter too, right? You paint or dabble?
I do paint too. But I paint for fun. I paint just put some things in my house here. I gave a few away for a couple of friends, But yeah, people seem to like my paints too. So I like everything art involved. You know what I'm saying? I do interior design as well.
Right.
Everything people, even clothing. Sometimes I help friends who has like they are designers. Like they call me say, "What do you think about this and this?" And I just play with that as well. Yeah, I
Wonderful.
do everything related to art. I'm on it.
Okay. Okay. And so was it the modeling that brought you to America, or was it going to college here, or what brought you to
To
America?
America, I came here and I started studying English. Yes, a new CSD San Diego.
And so how did your journey to becoming a photographer, since you've had, you're by education, you're a civil engineer, you're also a model, all these things. So what was your journey to photography? Was it through your modeling, or did you just find that you had a knack for it, or how did that come
Uh,
to be?
I mean, since a young age, I always like cameras, do like some take photos from like family vacations, friends, and stuff like that. And my family always have like good cameras. So uh, even when I was in college back home in Brazil, I always have like a good friend, good looking friends, let's put it that way. And then sometimes, oh, let's take a picture. So I take pictures and people like that picture I take. So I was just playing with the cameras, since I remember. But when I moved here, I met a photographer who was shooting me as a model. And I told him one day that like, well, I do photography as well, once in a while. And he asked to see it. He loved my photography, and he hired me for one event that I would be shooting as a second photographer on that event. It was his job, but he hired me to help him. In the end, he said, "Your images are better than mine. I'm going to use yours." And I said, "Oh, that's fine." And he kept pushing me to now start shooting more, shooting more, shooting more, shooting more. And I was doing, and now here I am. I'm just like a
Well, and
full-time photographer.
yeah, I think the first comment I ever made to you about your photos was, and the way I found you was through Lucas, actually, and I think you shot him on Friday recently.
Yeah, he was here yesterday.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So yeah, I actually spoke to him first, and then I went through your photos, and I think the thing that captured me most, of course, they're all gorgeous, but the lighting, like I don't know. I mean, I think that was the one thing I first said to you was the lighting is incredible, because
Thank you.
I don't know. I know it's supposedly such a simple concept, but really it's not,
No,
right? I
really,
mean,
no, really. Because lighting in photography is pretty much everything, almost in everything. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a good subjects, good lights, of course, angles and everything else. But lighting is quite a lot. So if you have good
right,
lighting, it's almost like you have a great chance to have a great photograph.
right,
Say, that doesn't matter what you photograph. You have to have. It doesn't matter if it's a landscape, an object, or a person. If you have a good lighting, you are halfway there. You know?
right.
The rest is just your own eye, your own artistic thought to it.
Yeah, but there's something I don't know. I'm not obviously a professional photographer, but I love photography, and I love the art of it. Just like I'm not a painter, but I can still enjoy it and love it. But there's something about, I don't know, is there some kind of, you don't have to give your secrets away, obviously, but is there something you do differently than a lot of other artists seem to do? Or, I mean, it's just something about your pictures that are different. Even when you do, let's say we get out of the book cover part, because of course that's what I'm seeing a lot of, because as an author myself. But even in your fashion, whether it be I don't want to say the name wrong, but your fashion magazines or anything like that, it just, when it comes to definitely that aspect, of course, just there's something extra about it. So
Thank
is there
you.
something that
Yeah,
you do
people
different?
say that, like, oh, I know when I see your picture, I know what it's your picture. So
Yeah,
it's cool though to put like so much into it, and almost people recognize your style, kind of thing. And that comes through in a few different aspects. Lighting is one of them. The way you capture a person, what you see in a person most, So all this become part of a photography signature somehow. So yeah, I don't know exactly, because to me that's how I like to photograph.
hmm,
You know what I'm saying? So
right,
sometimes I feel like if I can compare my photography with somebody else. Sometimes I feel like, yeah, I like that too, because it's different to what I do, perhaps. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Probably it's not my style, but I appreciate it somehow. You know what I'm saying? But I see different photographers doing different things. You know, so you can photograph even the same subject in a different way.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So yeah, it's just like as someone just wrote there, probably says I. You know, maybe might be. I don't know how to explain, but like
No, that's right.
I
Just keep doing it.
like
That's all that
when I
matters.
shoot. I have to like what I shoot. You know, I have
Okay.
to somehow fall in love with what I'm doing. That way, like okay, I like this, and then that's what people kind of see as well, I think.
Well, and that's a good thing because you were saying you have to like what you're shooting, and all the models that I've been fortunate enough to speak to that have worked with you, whether it be Brady, Andrew, Zach. Anyway, it's everybody has the same thing to say is that you're their role model, and everything like that. So that's a rare moment, and it seems genuine. It's not, oh, I have to work with them, so I'm saying this, like you're their only option, so they gotta say it. They seem very genuine, and I'm seeing people post constantly. Why I'm watching this is, how down to earth you are, and how you're a great mentor and stuff like that. So we're all
Yeah,
very
I think
appreciative
like
of you.
I always try to do for them because I feel them they are my kids, feel like all my kids. So I try to give them a little bit of my experience in front of the camera as well. And my light just went without battery. Then turn this on again.
Mine's done that. Mine's got overheated. When you buy.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me as well. But on here, let's see if that's gonna do. So, anyways, oops, there you go. I got a shock. But like, I teach them almost like they are my kids, and try to teach them a little bit on what I learned by myself, like to be a model, stuff that, so how to position themselves, stuff that. So that's why they say, like, just so then they look better. And sometimes, like, some has a good sense of it, some doesn't have enough experience, but they always, like, appreciate when I, leave the camera along, say, no, I like to do the pose should be a little bit more like this, watch your face in this movement, this is your best angle, this is not, so I try to explain those things for them, and I think they all seem to respond really well. You can see the pictures, I think,
Yeah, I saw, actually the promo photo I used was from Michelle Hertzberg. She said that you helped her out with it and stuff. So yeah. I used her photo, made sure she was okay with it and everything. So yeah, I can see how that works out. So obviously being an author, I really look into your book covers and stuff like that. Of course, I have the calendar, the book boyfriend calendar. If that's available, everybody still do that. Is that still available? The
calendar, yes, it's still available. I think the calendar is going until December. So awesome. If someone want to grab, it's going to be awesome because it's going to benefit the dogs in the shelter,
Mm-hmm.
And especially they kill like I would say a lot of dogs around 5 o'clock. So this lady goes there. She's an author too, and she's owner of the shelter. And she's an author as you guys, and she go there and try to save as much dogs she can. Put them, give them shots, vaccinate them, treat them, put them shelter home. So the money of the calendar goes to her. Everything goes to her. That way she can save as many lives she can. So that's the project I have been partnering with her for, I would say, the last 4 or 5 years or more. I don't remember quite. But I'm really proud of that. And I thank you everybody who bought the calendar and helped the cause as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So what would you say is probably one of your favorite types of shoots to do? Is it fashion? Is it the more book covers? I know because your stuff tends to be definitely, I think whatever you do tends to be very sensual, on the sensual side, kind of the erotic kind of that. So, and it seems you even bring that into your fashion. You bring that everywhere.
Yeah, I think ever since I started doing photography, I like to play that that line, let's put it away, to be a little bit provocative, but like sensual, sexy, but most of all, classic. Not to be like a vulgar or anything like that, not to be too crazy. So I like to play in that line. It's a very fine line to be on it, but that's what I think I kind of like to be, So I do like the sex to be like a little bit introspective and sensual on that matter.
And is there something when you're choosing a model, obviously besides the obvious aesthetics, is there something you're looking for in a model? Is it their attitude towards the job or towards just their daily life? I mean, is there anything that draws you to a certain model?
Yes, actually everything. So when I look to a model, I don't want to look at the model just for what they see in the picture, how pretty they are, how amazing physique they are. And so I'd like to see a little bit more, like what else is this person now about the personality, how they talk, how they care themselves, because I think everything together make a whole model. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if someone like is very handsome or very pretty to go, perfect body, skin's flawless, there's everything, like it's a movie star. But the personality is not there. Someone's very demanding, or so. I think like take me at least 80% of that natural beauty that person has is go away, goes trash to me. So I don't like to work with anyone who's going to bring attitude to the studio, to the set, especially when you work with other models as well in a set and other people. I think it feels a little bit tense on the environment, and I don't like to work that. I don't need to work with someone like that. So I choose my models careful. That way, and I want to call them, as I call them, my family, my kids, because pretty much they come to my house, stay with me sometimes, and we become friends, become a little family, and they all know each other pretty much. So I want someone that I can bring it to that environment, and not someone that's just because you have the looks. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to shoot you just because you have the looks.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So that's how I feel about it. Then I need something else besides the looks, because sometimes I see someone that, let's see, is not as blessed with the look, with the beauty, but there's so much more to offer for inside, much more like energy, similar, that when I shoot, I can make that shine too, and the shots can come out really beautiful.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that person physically or face is not as pretty as somebody else that doesn't have the same attitude. So I think like attitude tells a lot, helps a lot with the photograph.
And I think that's part of it. And maybe that's part of what I'm saying, that there's something different about your photos, because, and y'all can disagree or agree with me, whatever, but yes, it seems like even when the couple is in an passionate embrace or whatever the scene may be, you still feel like they could go out and laugh with each other, and they're goofing off between scenes. Yeah, they're goofing off between scenes, and like it's a family. You feel that connection and that sexiness and that rawness, but at the same time, you're like, that's also so cute. They look like they could totally hang out and be a family, and maybe that's what's making it so.
They do it. Most of them, sometimes they just met on that day on a set and said, okay, this is so, this is so. I let them talk a little bit, and and a few minutes later, they're like in love. They're like best lovers, whatever. But they become friends, Like yesterday, I was shooting Lucas and another girl, Sophie, and Sophie has worked with Lucas before, and they just like talk like as they know each other. They talk like it's the second time you guys see each other, and you guys talk as like your best friends. And yeah, you connect. It's good. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like about the sexual connection at all between them, because Lucas married and she's as well. So they're just doing a really good damn job. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're supposed to do as a model. So I'm really happy when that happened. They all seem to be very good. And you laugh a lot, like on the set, and things like I'm really coordinated. Like I want a pose to be like this. I want this kind of pose, this and that. So we go talking. It's a lot of talking. Okay, stop. Let's shoot a little bit. But it's fun. It's fun to do.
And so, what motivates you? I mean, to just keep on doing it? Is it just the fun of it? Is it the art of it? I mean, what keeps you?
I think like all together, but also like the response I'm getting for all of you guys. You guys being constantly support the work I do. So that's give me like a boost to continue doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And try to get better, do something different, and just grow with what I do, you know. But I think that's it. Would be almost like in every single kind of job, you know. You need that audience to come to tell you that, hey, I like what you do, and make me happy or something, you know. And that way, like, okay, you give you energy to do it again. So I think
Right.
that's what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So what you were talking about growing, what do you wish you knew back then about the art of photography and everything like that that you know now that maybe other photographers who are trying to grow should maybe know now before it, you know?
It's very hard. I think like the only thing I would say, just trust yourself. Trust that what you're doing, it has a value. As I explained to you before, and a few first questions you said, how I started stuff that. So that's what the photographer that's push me, say like, no, I like your stuff, keep doing, do more. So I think that's the trust I'm talking about. Like,
Okay.
I wasn't like quite sure if it was what I was doing has like enough value to it, but someone else with a similar eye come and say, no, your stuff is really good, keep it doing. So give me motivation to be where I am and grow. So I think that's where the trust. If I knew when I start back home in Brazil, before even I do like my college in engineering, someone said, now, forget about to go to college, do engineering, just do photography, you're going to be more successful. Then I think it would be interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if someone help me or tell me like, hey, if I knew, that's the question. If I knew, yes. If I knew that that's value and that worth of that. Because sometimes when you do feel like anything, like even a problem when you write a book, that you don't know how the reaction is going to be. You might think like that's really good, or you think like doubt yourself. And either way, you can get a different road. You know, like you can doubt yourself, and then people say, "No, this is amazing," and you think like, "No, this is amazing." People I don't like that much. So, so you always have the doubts, you know. But yeah, if I knew back then, that's what would be make a difference, I think.
Well, and so you have the art down, you're doing well and stuff like that. So what would you say, let's switch it over to, now I got to figure out how to make money with this thing or how I need to make a business with this. I want to grow that. On that side of that aspect, what would you recommend or steer clear of or advice-wise on building that into something that you could possibly do and do a career?
Yes, like unfortunately, like I would say a lot of us who has a little bit like more artistic mindset doesn't have the business side of it, you know. So it's almost like things. So I think learn for those. Let's put it that way. For those doesn't have both together, the artistic mindset and also the business set on that, and then be able to combine both. So it's just learn how to delegate.
Okay.
You know, how to delegate, how you know what your craft is, what you're good at, but what your flaws is, and delegate to someone who can do that job better for you. You know, I think that's the thing. So if you can do both, hey, go ahead, do it. You know,
just be honest with yourself,
but
basically.
if you can't, I don't do money really well. Let's put it that way. So I delegate that part to somebody, to Andre, and Andre does all that, and that's the beauty of it. You know,
So all you
being
control
able to
delegate.
know there's other people in this world that can do different jobs, and they are equally important as yours. Like you are as a doctor, me as a photographer, everybody has her own, or someone who does financially, everybody has a value. You know,
Right.
so if you need help with some other department, hey, find someone that can help you with that, because there's plenty of people for that.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so we're going to ask some kind of fun little questions. So
Yes, okay, go ahead. Let's go.
what would you say, Wander, is your most interesting or crazy quirk, whether it be on photography or just in general?
Well, I don't know. I like to joke. I like to joke with everybody. I would say maybe it might be that. No, like sometimes I make fun of people. Not make fun in a bad way, but I like to joke with people. And sometimes people like doesn't understand my jokes because my accent, the way I say. So feels that the people might look to me and say like, this guy's weird, you know? Who's this grandpa? Weird grandpa. But yeah, I think like it would be like that. I joke a lot with people. I mean, I try to make fun to every single situation. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Donna knows really well. She's over there laughing, but she knows really well that.
Yeah, I see Andrew's on here. Yeah, he's he's commenting too and stuff like that, saying Andre needs to do his money too and all that or stuff like that. So, all right. So, do you hear much from your fans? And if so, what are kind of the weirdest like things they've said or requested or anything like that?
Weirdest. I don't know. I don't. Oops. I just bumped something here. I just don't. I don't think they ask for weird things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. What are like I don't know if they ask for any weird things that are.
Or
I
interesting.
just think like every single job. I think people ask for like a. Yeah, it is a. I just don't try. Don't. I think like for example. I'll say it would be weird if they ask for something that I can put them in an uncomfortable situation.
Okay.
That could be weird. For example, oh, even if it's a simple thing, oh, can he have a kiss with this little girl? I was just, you know what? They are just models. They have their own separation.
Right.
Partners in real life, so I don't want to make that uncomfortable for either one because they are not acting. You know, not. Right. I mean, model is acting, but like they're not acting for a movie. That's right. Part of the routine. They just take a little picture. So I try to avoid those, make them uncomfortable. You know, right. That would be like a weird request, perhaps.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. So now tell us in 3 words, only 3 words, to describe yourself. What words would you use?
That's tough. That's tough. You know, why don't you guys, do that?
Oh God.
I'm saying like I don't know. I'm focused. I'm very focused. I think that
Andrew.
I'm very. Let's put it away. I think like a nice cordial would be another word for it. I don't know if they blend in together, but I think I try to be nice, at least cordial to every single one I met. Doesn't matter if I'm going to get a shop over there, coffee over there, or on the book industry, or in the fashion industry, or I don't know, gas station. I don't care. I think I try to be nice to everybody because you never know how that person's day went. So, can be your attitude can make a difference. So that's 2 words for you. And the third one, I don't know. I think I'm fun. I don't know. I think.
Well, these are our reactions. Buffy Anna says, sexy, talented, fascinating. Pint-sized.
I like that one.
Pint-sized glamour girl says, talented, gorgeous, the best. Love you, Wonder.
And Andrew says I can be a ass too. Thank you, Andrew. Get out of here.
Andrew, kind, professional, funny. Yeah, but can also be an ass too. Oh, so
Donna
kind.
says like loyal, humble, and truly kind. Yeah, I like Donna. Donna, let me give you a raise later, okay, babe? Thank you, guys. Thanks so much.
Well, and what would you? Just a couple more questions. What do you want people to know about your work? About you, about your work, in any aspect of it, whether it be fashion, book covers, anything like that?
About my work, I don't know. I just people know that I really put a lot into it. When I like what I do, I really, when I'm shooting, people who have been on the set for me knows I'm very focused on that. So I don't even care for music sometimes. I just so focused on what I want, what I see on my lens. So I think that I put a lot of work in that, and what I present to you guys over there, I'm proud of it, And of course, every day I grow. So every day I believe that I'm taking better pictures,
Right. And I asked this for anyone in the entertainment industry or arts industry, since that obviously is a very hard field. what one piece of advice would you give them if they're wanting to, in any pursuit of the entertainment industry, would you definitely want them to take to heart or take with them as they go through
Believe
that
in
journey?
yourself.
Say that again?
Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Doesn't matter what you want to do in life. Believe in yourself, because if you do that, it's 80% that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, how you expect others to do so? So believe in yourself. That energy is gonna project to others surrounding you, and we're gonna get the return you want. But first of all, you have to believe you can. You know, that you can is possible for you, and that's like the main thing. Like, believe in your craft. That's the only thing you need, to do so.
Right.
If you do that, you have a chance to succeed. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, especially if you ask for art, but it doesn't matter. Like, let's put the art again, photography or painting or acting and stuff like that. People all over the world, there's different tastes. Some people like what I do, some people hate it, and that goes with like anything related to art. Some people understand, some people doesn't mean that you're bad or but if you feel like you don't believe, you're not gonna get that mind open enough to see who's applauding you and who is not.
Okay.
So you have to believe that. Believe in yourself. I think that's what it is.
Well, do you have a moment for a couple of viewer questions, if we've got some that want to ask some questions?
Yes, I have a few more minutes.
Okay. Well, you guys go ahead and start putting up questions. While we're waiting on that, is there anything we should know about, anything big coming up, any big projects, anything we should be keeping an eye out for?
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of things going on here. Seriously, today especially, I was just like so worried about this interview because my schedule has been like back to back, and I have like people here waiting. But there's a few things. I have a few trips, like going to Brazil in about less than 10 days. So I have a lot of shoots coming up over there, and also in Paris. So look out for those. So there's a few new faces coming up in the market for you guys to take a look at it.
Yeah, I saw that about Paris. I'm excited to see the new faces. I was going through your portfolio again, and I was kind of in a way reminiscing, because I met you or stumbled upon you about a year ago, and so going through those again, and one, like you said, seeing your growth and seeing everything, it's like I love my job, because I'm going through the pictures and I'm like, I get to do this. I know, yes, I'm an author, forget all about that, but I get to interview him, so I get to look at this. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Well, but at the end of the day, I'm just like a normal person, and I'm saying I feel like even so weird that people want to interview me, because hey, I'm just me, you know what I'm saying? But hey, if there's something that I can help someone over there listen to this and say, hey, today I saw this old man says this, and I started believing myself and get where I am. Hey, that's great. That's great.
Mandy B says, when are you coming back to West Virginia?
I don't know. Mandy B, how are you, babe? I don't know when I go back to West Virginia. I was there for I think 3 years, and then COVID hit as well, things shifted. So I don't know. When they invite me again, I might go. You never know, Well,
I speak for Texas, and all of Texans, you're more than welcome to come here anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime.
I love Texas. I love Texas,
I know. I missed the Wanderlust this year. I had a charity event, but I was so close to going. I was so close, but we had a charity event, so we had to go to that instead. So, but that's okay.
Oh, that's now this year is going to have again. So maybe this year.
Yeah, I will be there this year. I know I'm coming this year.
Yeah, talk to the ladies, and now Donna and Jenny, those are responsible for Wanderlust. So, yeah, got to say I'll be there too.
Okay. She said, I'm coming to Vegas in April. Want to meet up. Oh, snapshot. Okay, that's Dana. So you'll be there in San Antonio in September, like last year.
Yes, I'll be in San Antonio in April. I'll be in Paris Yes, I'll be. This
Sorry.
year it's really crazy. I'm
Yeah.
traveling every single month. You know, I
Well,
think
good.
that's good because I needed that because the last 2 years, all of us actually, I mean, at least I didn't get a chance to travel that much. So I just started traveling again end of last year. So I hope this 2022 will be a little more normal for all of us.
That's good. That's good. And is Paris just, is it just a shoot or is there an actual event? You're looking
Yeah,
to
no, no,
scout
it's going to be
or,
rare. The book sign over there, rare.
oh,
And
okay.
rare in Paris. And I'm going to be in an event. And then after that, I'm going to do some shoots and maybe sightseeing a little bit. I have been in Paris a few times before, but I'm going to sightsee friends as well over there.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm waiting for a little bit. Everybody's saying hi. Really, you're just getting a lot of compliments. I'm not getting questions. I'm getting just compliments.
I cannot read that much, but like, hey, if you can read some, that would be great. You guys, thanks for now all these comments. Everything can reach me out as well, even in the page I am. I don't know if you is this my personal one or just the photography one you call me?
This is the photography one. I kept it to your professional page.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't know because you're talking both. I didn't know which one you're talking about.
Right. Well, I'll go ahead and let you go. You said you had some people there and everything like that. Somebody said, or Stella said, come to Nashville though. Just FYI.
Yeah, Nashville is great. It's fun. I had fun over that the last time I was there. I'll go for that. Hey, anywhere. I love the signs. I love to mingle and talk to all of you guys, authors and readers. And every time I have a chance to go one of those, I definitely will go. You know.
Well, everybody's saying thank you so much for what you do. Not only for us authors, you give us wonderful material. You give our readers wonderful book boyfriend material. Like I said, I was just reading a book and he was perfect for my Russian bratva. So you do a wonderful job. Like I said, you have something that we can't pinpoint it exactly, but you definitely have something that makes your photos just absolutely unique. And
Thank you.
so we really appreciate that. And to everyone that you've become a mentor to, and just taking your time. I mean, you're obviously, like you said, you're traveling, you're busy, and for you to take a time to speak to a humble author,
No, it's not
I really appreciate it.
No, and we all make this community like a better place for all of us to be dreaming into it. You know what I'm saying? Like to have like a space for us to forget about our own problems, our own like a busy lives and schedules, and to come to this industry. It doesn't matter if it's me doing a photo, you writing, or you guys reading. We all somehow connect to the same industry, and so that's great. You know what I'm saying? So if you can make this community better for all of us, it's why not? That's great. That's wonderful. You need that fantasy.
Yes.
You have a lot of hard life, like especially the last 2 years. So you need a fantasy. You need to feel good. So, and that's we can try to provide to all of us.
Well, thank you again so much for coming on. Everybody, make sure you follow Wander Aguiar Photography.
Yes.
Definitely check out his work. He's got a website. He does all sorts of charity photography and fashion, everything like that. So definitely go on his page, check out everything he's done. Or look on my page because I'm always plastering his stuff everywhere. So thank you again.
And if you see me over there and inside, come to see me. If you have like a book to sign, don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. Some people have told me before that, oh, I didn't get to talk to you in the last time because I was intimidated. Don't feel like that way. Hey, I don't bite. I promise.
There you go.
Danny Flores would bite, but not me.
You heard it straight from Grey Wolf. So
thank you very much. You guys have a great week, great night, and thanks again, Shay, for bringing me here. And such a pleasure to talk to you and be working with you in these books. And so I'm really blessed. Thank you all for all the opportunities you guys give.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, thank you guys all for coming on. That was super, super amazing. Andrew, I can definitely tell why he's a mentor to you and everything like that. And that was absolutely incredible. yeah, I don't know what else to say. So thank you guys for coming on, taking the time to view it. I will definitely save it to my profile. That way, if anybody wanted to watch it, can go to my Instagram page and watch it. Please make sure to follow me. I'm hoping to have even more wonderful people on here just like that. It's Andrew and Wander are going to be a bit hard to beat. You're welcome. And thanks for distracting me, Andrew Biernav, by the way. But yes, I've had two extraordinary talented men on here and had a male romance author on here as well, BK Harold. So I've had a lot of wonderful opportunities to interview people. So thank you guys very much. Everybody have a great night. And please, please, please don't forget to go be nice.